towards you.
So this is day 2 of
Okay,
the imprinting training, and we're just reviewing what Zoro learned in day 1, and we're checking the different areas that we desensitized yesterday, like the head and the body and the legs, and just making sure to communicate again with him that he needs to be relaxed and permanently imprint in his mind that he is not to be worried about us touching him and being close to him. And furthermore, today we will be introducing different stimuli and potentially scary objects, such as the spray bottle, a towel, clippers, newspaper, a bag,
Okay.
and just different items that horses naturally could get worrisome about.
Don't forget his face and his
The biggest
legs.
goal is to create habituation of a reaction opposite of flee whenever he gets worried. So, yeah, the big point is you get worried, you relax. You don't run, you don't kick, you don't bite, because ultimately, when we start riding him, isn't that the dream horse we all want to have? The one that, if they get scared, which inevitably horses will get scared of things no matter how much you desensitize, that instead of fleeing, they just go, oh, I need to relax. Now let me think about this. Hopefully, this would be the case. We're pretty confident it will be. Now, this is his worst side. He is actually pretty resistant on this side. He was yesterday. We all have one better side than the other. Horses do too. So it was harder to get him to lay down on this side. But whatever we do on one side, we have to do on the other. So we have to desensitize both sides of the horse. And they get really, really strong really, really quickly. This is day 2, and he's already muscled up a whole bunch since yesterday. But he does get to achieve relaxation mode, and the session ultimately goes really, really well.
See how much stronger they get from day 1? Okay.
So here we were checking the mouth and the nose and the ears again, and he kind of just laid there like he was at the spa. There was no reaction of fright or anything. We really want to instill in him to not be afraid. And then when we got to the nose, it just seemed so invasive to me, and I'm squirmish about it. But when you think about if he ever, God forbid, needed a tube ran down to his stomach through his nose, which is a veterinary procedure that some horses go through,
Do the sprayer?
how much better would he accept it, and how much less scary this experience would be for him if we teach him at birth that it's not a big deal, things go up your nose.
Yeah, do his legs. Yeah, he doesn't seem to react to that. Do his body, his hind. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Oh yeah, that's a good side. You can step now to his side. Good boy. Now you can rub him with a towel. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Rub his. There you go. Oh, yeah, that's ticklish there. Do over there because it's ticklish. There you go.
I think it went on his nose. He didn't like it.
Okay. There. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, now let's do the newspaper. Now do the clippers. Good boy.
You need a plastic.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. How's Mama doing?
She's good.
Okay. Good boy. And the fancy paper. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Should I have his face with it?
Yep. Rub his face. Rub his butt. There you maybe flop a little bit with the newspaper. Because that's what he was reacting to. Flop a little bit. Okay, bring the newspaper closer. Flop, 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 flop. Don't stop. Keep going, keep going, keep going with rhythm. Keep going with rhythm. Good boy. Okay, you can stop. Get the... Yeah, there you go. Good boy. Okay, keep going with rhythm. When he struggles, okay, good. Now remove it. Okay, get the newspaper.
So it's hard to recognize in the video exactly when the relaxation happens, but it is very important to recognize that moment and release right then. So then he understands whatever I don't like goes away when I relax. So in order to get rid of things I don't like, I need to relax. And we need to look for these signs of relaxation and recognize them. Some of them can be just lowering of the head, blinking, breathing out a deep sigh. The one relaxation sign that's really hard to recognize in the video for those who are watching it is this relaxing of the muscles in the whole body and his whole body just melting down. It's something that I can feel when I'm holding him, but it's really hard for the camera to grasp. But again, these are the moments that we're looking for,
Alright, get the...
and then we remove the stimuli.
Reading by reflection.
Sorry for the reoccurring human thumb up in the upper right corner that's obstructing the view, but my 8-year-old was filming and he was really doing his best. We thought we should show the video anyway because you guys can focus on what's happening in there with the plastic bag.
Flap. Make it smaller and flat. Just like that. On his body. Good. On his hind legs. Good.
What's really amazing and reassuring to me is that he really didn't have much of a flight reaction at all after day one. This training really works. This is again day 2, session 2, and he's really accepting us next to him and doing all kinds of things. And he's not even trying, he's not really tensing up, he's not trying to go anywhere for the most part. And now we're going to turn him around again and repeat everything on the other side. And this is where you have to be careful because you can easily get kicked in the face. It is best to use 2 people at least, if not 3. And you need to be ready to catch those feet that are moving and kicking towards you. But then after we turn him, obviously he relaxes again. The turning part was something new and worrisome because he's probably never had his body do that move. But him trusting us comes very quickly.
Gentle on the face. Let's spray him maybe gentle. So you can't take the pressure when he's struggling. Your job is to be rhythmic with the spray. Maybe from further away. There you go. Okay, he's relaxed now. You can let it go. Okay, rub him with a towel. Good boy. Yeah, whatever we do from one side, you do on the other, because they have two different brains and it's almost two different horses. And it doesn't transfer to the right side of the horse if you only do it on the left side of the horse. Good boy. Good. Okay, let's get the newspaper and just flap with rhythm. So it's my job to keep him steady, and I release when he calms down. It's your job to do rhythmical movements, okay? With rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Okay, do his hind leg and his body. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. A little bit on his head. He's being relaxed about it. Jaw rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, take it away. Oh, that's a good boy. All right, get the next stimuli. Put that in the bucket always. Good. Get the clippers. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, just with rhythm going all around. Just like that. Just like that. And on his head. Good. Okay. I know. It's okay. Good boy. All right. Good. And now do
Increase the sound.
increase sound. It's okay then. Your baby's okay. Yes, you're okay, baby. Okay. Good boy. Good boy. I know. You're looking at mama, huh? Okay.
It
Good.
helps us a lot that his mom really trusts us and knows us and is not really worried, and we don't need to worry about her.
Plastic bag,
If that was not the case, then we highly recommend that you have someone experienced, preferably that the mare trusts, to keep her comfortable and to make this process a lot easier and safer for everyone.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. Oh, one more? Okay, good. Okay. Good boy. Let's check these hooves. Let's check this. He's nice and relaxed. Right. There he is. Good boy. Rub him all over. You tap on his hooves a little bit. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. We're gonna let him get up now. Right, baby? All right. Yeah. There you go. Good boy. Oh yeah, you knocked the picture. It's your mama. Okay, good job.
Now, this is just a couple of hours after that second session. It just goes to show that he is now at liberty to stand up, run away, and do whatever he wants. Nobody is restricting him. And he chooses to stay down and even relax further and go to sleep when I'm petting him.
Good baby boy.
And grow.
As you can see, I can touch any part of his body, and he's really not worried about it. In fact, he is sleeping and even kind of twitching and dreaming, and is further relaxing as I'm petting him. And his mom is at liberty as well. She just chooses to stand there. And again, if I switch positions, it's not a big deal. If I touch anywhere, it's not a big deal. He's not worried. And now my little son wants to join me and pet him. And this is really good because it teaches the Foal to accept other people, not just the person who did the imprinting. And he is still associating people with good things.
Maybe squat down in case somebody gets scared, that you can also escape. It's better to squat down. Careful so she doesn't. When you squat down next to him, because these hairs come, you see he's getting, he's trying to wake him up. Take some, but don't come yet. Don't come yet.
And he finally wakes up from his nap and is totally happy, bonded with his mama, just moving around and being a tiny little explorer. A happy fall. We hope that this has been helpful to you in some way, and if you're curious about the rest of his training, please subscribe or look for our other videos. We will be showing each day of training as little Zoro progresses. Thanks for watching.